Hey, check this out. Now, you've probably never seen anything quite like this. Now, maybe you've seen 4 coins being pushed through the table one at a time, but what I want to show you here is 4 coins being pushed through the table all at once. So I've got a stack of coins here, which will remain there, far from the edge of the table, so there's no funny business going on. 2 empty hands and an empty glass. The glass goes underneath. That's so you can hear the coins as I push them through. Well, how do I push them through? It just takes a little bit of strength, a little bit of patience, but sure enough, I can get them all the way through the table and arrive in the glass underneath. And that's how you push 4 coins through a table. Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. I've got a fun little trick to teach you today. And all you need is a glass and 4 coins. There's a little something extra, which I'll get to in a second. But I've got a big announcement. If you go to my website today and through this coming Friday, October 11th, I'm running a little sale, 20% off of everything. So I've redesigned my website. First of all, it was feeling a little cluttered to me. So I put everything together. I got rid of some old things. There's a couple new things there. And today, October 8th, is my birthday. I'm not filming this on my birthday. I have filmed this ahead of time. I'm having fun right now on my birthday. But in celebration of my birthday, I'm giving you 20% off. Now, if you already subscribed to my email list, you've already gotten this discount last week. So as you go and purchase something, hit that subscribe button and be on my mailing list. You'll be the first ones to know about new stuff and news and announcements that are coming out, which I will have some in the next few months. So some of the new things on the website are a lecture that I've done many times for different groups around the world. I'm calling it the Concealed Carry Lecture. And if you've seen this before or purchased it through Copeland Coins or Alakazam Magic, I've changed some bits and pieces to this. I've even added a phase to it. So it might be worth your time using this sale to check out the new updated version. And it's updated with, the best camera and sound quality that I can provide. So I've wanted to update this and put it out on my own. So this is the first time I'm offering it on my own in a new version. So check that out. The next thing is Firefly. This is my solution to 3Fly, well, mainly the last coin, which is the hardest coin to come up with an idea for. So this is updated as well from when I originally put it out in 2020. I wanted to make it better quality camera and sound. I originally filmed it on an iPad, which was good enough, but in addition to that, I've added 2 additional versions to it. So in total, you get 3 routines for this 3Fly idea. The first one is completely ungimmicked. The second one has a gimmick. And the third one uses 3 different coins to accomplish the 3Fly. So check out that one. And finally, I've put together a bundle of 3 routines that I previously released. So you may already have one or all of these routines, but I've bundled them up all together for a new lower price. So I'm calling this Quicksilver. The thing with these 3 routines is they all use just 3 normal coins. So that kind of gives you a small arsenal of magic with very little in your pocket, which I always like. So I decided to bundle these together and put them out as a package. So that's called Quicksilver. And then you'll see some other things on there that are coming in the future. So take advantage of this birthday sale while it's going on, again till this Friday, the 11th, and get on my email list because there's some things that will be happening this year and into next year. So you want to be aware of that. And so that's my little sales pitch. Let's get to the tutorial. So to do this little trick, like I said, you just need 4 coins, a glass, preferably not totally necessary. And the secret element to this is thread, black thread. Now this doesn't necessarily rely on black art, but it absolutely will help. So you could use monofilament, like a fishing line. It has to be fairly strong because what we're going to do is drag this whole stack of silver dollars. So that's a little bit of weight. You could do this with $50, which would make it a little bit lighter. But I like the black sewing thread because I know that's not going to snap on me. So you might want to add the black mat to that. Otherwise, you can experiment and just see what's working or not with clear thread, fishing line, etc., and any colored mat. I recommend a mat in general just to avoid any noise on a hard table because this stack is going to be sliding and falling into our lap. So let me show you how to accomplish that. So on one of your 4 coins, you're going to attach that thread. And there's nothing special here. You can attach it any way you like. I've used packing tape, which is very slick and smooth and allows for a nice sliding action. Scotch tape will certainly work fine. And this will need some experimentation. But for my thread, I've kind of just twisted it up and tied a knot just so the tape has more to grab onto. Because even with this amount of weight, you might find that as you pull this thread, it will slip from under the tape. So just by adding some bulk there, it'll keep it more secure. That is your basic setup, and everything goes in the glass. You want your threaded coin on the bottom. And this glass is from Kainoa Harbottle's wonderful routine Victorian coins in glass. So I prefer this. It looks nice, it's short, so the coins can easily be tossed out like this. And you can freely handle these coins because the thread it's not tight, it's just kind of loose here. And on the other end of the thread, I've just attached it to a Sharpie marker. That's just so I have something to hold on to the other end. And the length of the thread is up to you. This is about 2 feet long. So it'll be up to you what you're comfortable with, because you can pull this thread with your left hand, which I did. You could attach it to your foot and have your foot be pulling this coin. So you could do other things with this idea and have a coin visibly move on the table like this, where both of your hands would be visible, and it's your foot that's actually pulling on that thread. That's the general idea. So this cool idea is, I first saw it from Fred Capps, a wonderful magician and creative guy. He didn't do it quite like this. This also appears in David Roth's book, Expert Coin Magic, where he pushes all the coins through the table. So the setup is simple. I've got the thread on this Sharpie marker, which I've just tied a slip knot here and put it through the clip. You could even take it and wrap it around the Sharpie if you want to adjust the length of the thread if it's not working quite right for you. So just like a fishing line, you know, you can unreel this or reel it up depending on, you know, what's working or not for you. I just put this Sharpie under my thigh. So the thread's anchored now, and I've got a little bit of slack here. If I were to pull this completely tight, that's as far as I can put the coins. So again, it's up to you, you know, getting comfortable with this. The mat, I have a little bit overlapped coming towards me. What that will do is allow a little bit of cushion as the thread is running off the edge of the table. With that little bit of mat, it will fold over and probably helps the thread from snapping, because this particular table it's got a sharp corner to it, and if you're pulling that thread, it might actually snap it. Other than that, I just put the threaded coin at the bottom of the stack, put the whole stack in the glass, and with this amount of slack in the thread, you can really freely handle the coins. You can pick them up, you can clink them together, which this is a good convincer that you hear that ringing sound, you know there's not a shell. That's mainly for the magicians, but of course this is for lay people. And then you just stack them up, and sometimes the thread will be off to the side, either side, but you really want it dead center. So a little trick I do with that is I pick up the stack and bring it towards me as it looks like I'm just aligning the coins. This brings the thread off of the mat, and it's hanging in the air, and I can get it centered that way, then bring it forward and place the coins there. If you still need a little more centering, you can gesture towards the edge of the mat here as you're saying, look, the coins will stay there far from the edge here. And I'm literally brushing the thread to the center point where I want it. After that, you bring the glass underneath. I just set it between my legs. And you can kind of raise up on your tiptoes and really bring this glass close to the edge. Then the thread is caught right here between my thumb and index finger. And I'm pushing forward, which is pulling the whole stack backwards. And then of course you want to act like you're covering the stack. This could be maybe a playing card. You could set a card in front of the stack, but you just want to block this, what's happening here, until finally you arrive at the edge, and then at the same time you want to come down and do that. And again, there will be slack in the thread, so you can come out, dump the coins, and show them again. They look very singular and individual. So that's a fun little trick, especially good for social media, but this works in person, and I've done it for people myself. So that's a fun little trick for you to play with. And go to my website, check out the new look and the new stuff there. And I'm glad to have you on the email list if you want to do that. I don't spam you daily with just stuff. I very rarely will send out emails, so don't worry about that. There's a free trick for you if you subscribe to the email list as well. So go check that out, and I'll see you next time.